Hey YouTube, been a minute since we've last seen each other. I'm just gonna get right into it. Let's look at the portfolio. The last few videos, I basically joined Team Bear, and after lots of aggravation and whipsaw and volatility, it kind of worked out. I actually, right before I pressed the record button, I closed the last of my SPY and QQQ puts, and actually a small loss. But this was just what the remaining ones were. And my portfolio, not amazing, not great, but the past November turned out to be a really, really shitty month for the stock market. And reflecting on it, I don't know how the hell I managed to profit on my shorts. There were at least 3 or 4 times where bears were capitulated. I posted on X that you literally have a tiny window of opportunity to capitalize and take profits on any shorts or long put options. Because as soon as you saw, okay, I'm right, they fucking V-shaped recovery countless times. And the stubborn asshole in me was like, no, I'm right. And I just DCA'd and added more to my shorts. But that it could easily have went the wrong way. My final takeaway lesson about shorting the market is you need time to be right. Even though you're so sure that it's gonna dip in this time frame, it doesn't matter. Just buy long dated put options. I think, guys, to go over it one more time, and I've been consistent throughout, even though it takes forever for my thesis to play out and my outlook, it's blow off top. It's always been blow off top. I was off by 2 years with this shit, and there was a lot of crap in between. But as I reflect on things and look at the state of the economy and sentiment and psychology, they went full-on bear attack mode with Burry and his big reveal today, which was a nothing burger, and him calling out it's a Ponzi with AI, with NVIDIA and Palantir and stuff. They just used Burry, whether he's in on it or not, to shake some people out. But the bull market is still fully intact. And, oh, crypto. We can't. My crypto, I look like quite the fool right now because I've been harping about freaking Chainlink forever. And I am down a motherfucker on this. Let's see. But I am down 51,000 on my big brain play Chainlink. And I'm at 11,250 link, which I never thought I'd hit that amount. I'm still prepared to buy more, and I'm not going fucking anywhere. I'm not fucking selling. If you just ignore all the noise and all the doom and gloom and the FUD, look, Link is at $13, which I'm happy to see, sadly, because we touched 1170 recently at the recent lows. But that 1170 is exactly where it needed to bounce to keep the bull market trend intact for crypto and altcoins, at least. People on X will be like, oh, the trend line's freaking broken, this and that. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Until I see this shit hit $5 or $8, the bull trend is still intact. And you've heard me say it time and time again. You do not have a blow off top euphoria rally shoe shine boy giving you stock advice without crypto participating. Because crypto is the most accessible investment and so easily manipulated by insiders, and where everyone jumps in the pool with crypto. People who traditionally aren't investors or stock pickers or whatever, for whatever reason, something about crypto that everyone gets in the pool. And then when the tide goes out, everyone's fucking naked and everyone loses money. Crypto is an exit liquidity tool. Yes, big money and the bull case is the new money digital asset system, but that doesn't mean they can't fuck with the crypto price, because they make money on crypto whether it goes up, whether it goes down, whether it goes sideways, loop-de-loop, whatever. They make money no matter what. And I had a comment on one of my older videos, but I guess a new viewer a couple weeks ago, and he said my whole mentality is off. And if you listen to me for the first time, yeah, I am a weird dude. I look everything in a weird lens. Basically everything I think he criticized me saying that I always go by everything's a rich man's scheme. That is my mantra. Talk to any people in your everyday life. Out of the hundreds of people that you friends or family, coworkers, or random people, how many of those people have gotten buku rich off of the stock market? Not a lot. The ones that have been disciplined, the ones that have set it and forget it, the ones that don't get emotional, the insiders, they get rich off of stocks because they don't overthink it. But the overwhelming majority of just day traders, of part-time investors, of fair weather fans, they all lose money in the market. If you ask your everyday person their experience with the stock market, 9 out of 10 times, like, yeah, I lost money on this market, this penny stock, or yeah, I lost money on crypto. And the ones that made money, they're nowhere to be seen. That's just, the market is a transfer of wealth from the impatient to the patient. And most people are emotional and impatient. So that's what I mean when it's a Ponzi, it's a rich man's scheme. And they is just pertains to the ultra wealthy and market makers and insiders. They know where the market's going, where it's heading. They know when it's dumping, when to get out. And we're all left to guess at where it's gonna go. And it's up to you, the individual investor, to set your price targets, not get greedy, not get emotional, be satisfied with what you got, and yeah, not FOMO. And it's literally buy low, sell high. I could talk for hours and hours and hours, sell you some bullshit course, but it all comes down to buy low, sell high. And profit is profit. As much as we hate ourselves when we made 100% gain on something, and then only to see it go like a 10,000% up more over the course of a few years. Of course, that sucks. But profit is profit. I don't know what my advice is anymore. And that's the theme of today's video. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the market's doing. Everyone's holding their breath on edge. Is the top in, guys? I don't know. Are we about to get rug pulled the shit out of? And it's just all over? Or is it just the beginning of a new golden age of peace and prosperity in America and Trump's gonna make everyone rich? I literally don't know. It's 50-50. It's a fool's errand to time the market. So with that, going back to what originally I said, yeah, let's look at the portfolio again. I'm patting myself, doing a little victory lap, because I looked like quite the fool for a while, but shorts turned out exactly what I wanted. I think I'm up to the tune, let's calculate, I think I'm up 50K when it's all said and done on shorts. That's 50K cash extra. I can buy the dip on, even if I'm not actively shorting the market, I have that extra dry powder to buy the dip because I'm overall bullish. I never went full Burry. I was just a short-term bear. I'm done being team bear. Maybe I'm gonna regret selling my long puts and my active shorts, but they serve their purpose. I still have Unity, still have Tesla, and yeah. I'm way down on Bitmine. I bought the dip hard on Coinbase and BMNR, and I went from up a shitload on BMNR to down 10K for the year. Down 14K on the position I have. Sucks. I guess I just wanted to make this video that I'm still around and I'm still rooting for you guys to get rich. I myself can't ever give up, right? I just wanted to check in on you guys, see how you're doing. And I haven't abandoned you guys. I didn't leave you bag holding. Link for anyone that followed me on that play. And everything's going according to plan. I guess that's the point of this video. I made a big bet that it was short-term bearish. It paid off more or less. I have extra 50K to buy the dip. If we dip further, instead of, I'll just panic like the rest of you and just catch knives, because that's what I do best. And blow-off tops on the horizon. The Fed, I think they're moving that timeline again. They're not ready to admit that there's a big recession, even though we all know there's one, because they're still going with this AI. In my mind, I don't believe anything bullshit headlines or news or anything. I'm looking at what's real. What's real is that these are kind of negative things, but people are more addicted to their phones than ever, AI is getting better and better. You have all these like fake AI images. There's movie leaks where every Hollywood celebrity is like, oh, this guy's in Avengers. Oh, maybe he's not. And AI is going to be used for all sorts of shenanigans moving forward. For misinformation and real information, and we won't be able to distinguish what's what anymore. And I see what else is real. I see data centers continuing to be built everywhere. You have Google that's unlocked another AI bull story where it's bad for chips and NVIDIA because they came out with TPUs, which is just an alternative for harnessing and processing data and AI, where it's inference, is that what it's called? So the train keep going. The train is still going. AI is kind of a bubble, but it kind of isn't. It's very, very real. All companies are laying off people and using AI for just better efficiency and to take over mundane tasks and entry-level crap. And there might be a bubble, but AI is real. Just like back in the dot-com era. Of course there was a bubble back then, but the internet was very real. And if you held through the bubble, dot-com bust, and you bought the dip of real good companies, how much has the market gone up since 2002, 2003? Ridiculous. Same thing will apply here. Stay off of leverage, stay off of margin. I don't even know if we're off the woods, but I'm tired of micromanaging my put options because I don't like being glued to my phone and my eye starts twitching from stress and stuff. I want you guys to stay away from trash, buy the good ones. I'm still bullish on Tesla. I'm still bullish on crypto. And to protect yourselves and to protect your own assets and money, you got to stay invested. When everything goes down, don't panic still. I just want to remind you that stay the course. There's only really a few ways to get rich slowly. Everything else is kind of a scheme. That's real estate and stocks. And I would not advise getting into real estate. That ship has sailed for the foreseeable future, but I do think opportunity is coming for real estate. Just be patient. But with stocks, that's it. Increase your income, invest, and don't get left behind for the great reset where you'll own nothing and be happy about it. That is so true, that saying. The 50-year mortgage loans, you guys remember that like a week or two ago? The 20-year car loan does it mean when the car breaks down and I no longer have it that the loan not going to hound me for car payments anymore? No, unfortunately. They keep stretching the middle class, the working class. So you gotta play the game to just stay afloat. But yeah, it's a short video for once, just checking in on you. And I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving and the holidays. For me personally, I was in New York visiting family for a week and then I got sick for a whole week. So I'll definitely want to be more active with YouTube and all that stuff. So guys, stay healthy, stay wealthy, and I will talk to you guys later.